Hi guys, Mr. Jaeger here, and welcome back to our little old Italian front. Unfortunately for us, well, we had a few things done in the last episode. First of all, we were able to make some decent-ish gains on the front over here in Nagoro, and, well, we've been able to launch our war against the Barbarian Confederation, and then unfortunately for us, the accursed Etruscan League decided to show their heinously disgusting hide and launched an attack on the town of Frigella, commencing their war. Regretfully for us, gloriously for us, we were able to win a defensive battle, resulting in the deaths of 3 of their higher-ranked generals and a substantial amount of forces, 8,000 versus 3,000. Unfortunately, however, like all salty kids would, the Etruscan League instantly spammed another army made purely out of cavalry, and basically did a no you didn't, and for, back to the usual system of the AI doing that, and me being the one winning the defensive victories. So, I got to see what it was like in the previous episode where I lost the battle for no reason, and I did the dick move, but now it's gone straight back to the normal procedure, so yeah, not happy about that. However, reinforcements are being produced. I've got an army in Neapolis being trained, and I've got an army over on Potentia being trained. Unfortunately, they're not going to be active for probably the rest of this in-game year. However, my forces over on the Eastern Front have finally arrived. They were literally fucking here, like tangibly just out of reach of support before they could arrive. So it's been rather depressing with how close they could have come to providing assistance. But regardless, we were able to counterattack. The enemy had also made a move to grab Cassium and Cofordium by reviving the Volsec, but I was like, absolutely not, you dickbags. And yeah, no chance, they're gone. So now we're going back to the island front. The Barbarian Confederation has decided to offer up a peace treaty. I said no. Here we go, because unfortunately there's a 20 stack right outside. So, yeah. Be impressed if they decided to stay in the castle, but it looks like they have decided to stay in the settlement. That's a first. Normally they sally out. I like it. Takes less damage from range attack, except Artie. If your game crashes, verify the game cache. I like how the Creative Assembly, they allow mods and they're trying to be supportive of them, but they will be the first ones to like throw the mods under the bus if the game starts experiencing any kind of glitchiness. Not the fact that the game itself has been famous for having a pretty rough start anyway. The fact that it's like, no, it's the mod's fault. Under any circumstances, it is the mod's fault. Anyway, so let's get back to it. This is one of those classical village defense templates, which is actually kind of nice. I do like this village. Right. As per usual. Hoplite is at the front. Swordsman in the back. Archers are going to be sort of in the front. And cavalry is at the back. General, if you'd like to go so. And boom. The enemy should come out and engage.
We should thank the gods, men, for the opportunity that lies before us. Glory as we go over the walls, plunder aplenty beyond, and wine and a worn woman or two. So, are we ready?
Right. So, yeah, apparently walls are in this settlement. Probably these walls, he imagines, but you know what's fine. Right, we'll have the cavalry act as scouts. It'd be nice to bring these armies back from the front line, or back from the islands to the front lines of Italy. They'll definitely be needed in the coming wars. We were also able to miraculously, there you go. We were also able to miraculously, right, bring these boys up as well. Right, you guys cease fire, and I'm going to move you guys forward slightly. So yeah, we were also able to miraculously bring up, make an alliance with Rome. Now, this is not really to have them join the war. I have no intention on them joining the war. If they decide to join of their own free will, that's, on them. But the main aim of this alliance is to basically get it so that the Romans get pissed off with the Etruscan League, thus allowing me to be able to get the sympathy vote when it comes to fighting the Etruscans. Because obviously I cannot win a war on two fronts, and if the Romans start feeling sympathy for the Etruscan League for some reason, despite the Etruscans taking over their settlement, you know, their main city, yeah, we're gonna be in the shit. So the main aim with this next sort of phase of the war is to try and, you know, ensure that we have our backs covered. I will backstab them eventually and fuck them over, but for the time being, Rome is going to prove to be a useful meat shield, considering that, you know, they're not really doing anything else in the campaign. I definitely need to get a cappuccino of good fortune down my gullet, though. Right, you guys are going to unleash hell, and we're going to get some free kills. I said unleash hell, not miss with everything you've got. Yeah, Neri, random guy. I'm a periodically hoplite. We know, Frank. It's all right. We get it. You're special. Right. If we can target their ranged infantry, I think we'll be looking pretty golden.
Archers! Spears ready. Marching ready. Your orders.
To be honest with you, you guys could probably do without flanking them to the rear. Like, there's a beautiful entrance to this position here, which I might get you guys to cycle across to. Like, the main infantry line can happily move up and engage the barbarians here. I think the next few technologies I need to think about before finally dedicating myself to totally being civilian is probably something to do with having siege equipment. I think siege equipment before we assault Rome being upgraded is probably going to be our stronger suit. Really? Catapult, ceasefire. Okay, apparently I needed the cavalry to be reconnaissance. Not that I... Right, 2 units of cavalry withdraw to the left then.
Swift riders at your command. Ready.
There we go.
Your orders. We will pierce their hearts. Warriors, move out.
There's their archers.
Ready. Understood.
No mercy to those fuckers. Lol. Ah, there's some more of them. Concentrate targeting on those dudes. Actually, no, those guys deserve to death. And you concentrate fire on them. More of a spread.
Missile-armed warriors! Run, curse you! We await your command. Riders, on me! By your command. At your service. On me!
You coming to attack? This is just delightful, I'm not gonna lie. I think, yeah, because I think one of the siege technologies allows for 66% extra ammo. And I'm like, I want that. Why 66? I'm not entirely sure. But, slightly front, unleash.
Your orders.
I'll have these Royal Spartans be, or Spartan swordsmen be the main form of attack.
Marching order. Missile infantry at your command.
Focus on their ambushes.
Tartar's logo. Ready for orders. Fire.
Actually, arguably engage their...
Archers!
Ready. Your
siege
orders.
equipment will stay here. General will stay relatively close.
Understood. Ready. Ready.
Right, they have cavalry archers. Good to know. Sure.
Swift riders at your command.
Right, cavalry, make your way towards the left. You will be my flanking force. What have they got? Shield wall and horse skirmishers. I'll need to be sure to target them.
Ready for orders. Commander.
Right,
Quick
you
march.
boys, make a push up.
We will pierce their hearts. Now!
Focus on their skirmishers. Because they've got javelin men. And javelin men are higher priority at this point. Right.
Melee troops. March.
We'll have these spearmen act as reserves for this particular battle.
General. Orders understood. Melee cavalry ready.
Right, melee cavalry, get ready to move into the castle. Well, defenses at least.
Yours to command. Advance at speed. At the double. Swords. Your orders. Melee infantry ready. Orders understood. Quick march.
Come on, throw your shit. Right, cavalry. Go.
Orders. Charge. Melee infantry ready. By your command.
Oh, now you decide to fucking throw them.
And for glory.
Right, they're fighting uphill, giving them the advantage. I realise that. That's why we've got 4 units of cavalry coming from the rear. And reinforcing soldiers.
Commander. Quick march. Missile infantry. Fire. Roar. Melee cavalry ready.
Spears, you are spears.
Ready
But rear attacking spears!
now.
Almost
Riders
rear attacking.
at the double. Riders, advance! Melee cavalry! Swords! Charge! Orders! Melee infantry! Swift riders at your command! Archers! Commander! Ready and waiting! Swift melee cavalry!
Sweet, good shit.
Swift riders at your command. Ready and quickly now. Yes, command.
Like, I know it's a bad idea to put infantry into and cavalry into a spear formation, into a spear group, but like going for spearmen sometimes works out really well if you know your dudes are good. Like, if you know your shit is tight, then don't worry too much about it. It's only when you're facing off against a highly elite spearman. And these guys, no offense to them, are barbarians. Like, my cavalry has gotten experience, it's got better armor, and it's got better equipment. All of the stuff that they've got, my guys are capable of fighting with them.
We await your command. Swords! At your service.
Their infantry are certainly interesting, not gonna lie.
We stand up and say we fought to the last. Come on!
Looks like we've just done the day.
Your orders.
Their neurogenic ambushes are running, but not for long.
It's right beside you. Down there. Take that with you, man.
There we go. Nice old decisive victory, suffering some levels of casualties. Annoyingly, my freaking my Spartan swordsmen for some reason have a problem when it comes to throwing things, in the sense that they don't want to, and I don't know why. Rather irritating, if you ask me. But the important part of the battle is done, and we've secured another sector in our war against the barbarian confederation. Nuragik? Nuragik. I'm going to call it Nuragik, because that sounds better than Nuragik. Because it almost sounds like I'm saying you're a dick. There we go. We have successfully secured the island, well, secured that sector, And now we're in the process of redeeming it. Can at least convert this one. We will go to the altar of Zeus, because tax rate. And we'll also do that. We can't afford to do anything, so we'll just... Actually, we'll just hold it like so. Actually, no. Smash it to a little piece.
Ready for orders.
He's holding position, which is best as what we can do. You can't really do anything. You could, like, fuck him over, but I don't think... give it a whirl. It's been a while. Yeah! They can't move. Good shit. Right, anyway, so going back to the stuff, we've lost Garrison, Vidivangdum, Sington Victe. We've successfully constructed a load of stuff. We've lost the settlement. Alliance has been forged with those guys, because of course they have. A new faction has arisen. We've gotten mercenary commanders. We've taken back our... We've got a contested Providence. We've got that. Sam Knights are actually destroyed. Yay! They're gone. Good. Fuck them. They're gone. We've taken the settlement back. Shield bearer. That's good to see. Province back under our control. We've secured the settlement. The Volsea are gone. World of Wonder. We've taken over a wonder. And people are going to be super happy. Nagoro has been secure. Apparently there is a wonder here. I've not seen it, but I'm assuming it's that pile of rubble over to the left. So, Nagoro is now under our control. Unfortunately, their barbarian mindset is going to be quite strong here. It looks like the faction to the north has also secured the town of Thatari, which has actually proven to be quite useful, because if we can somehow move our forces up to Algorithm and secure that, we shall then be able to dig back down into the winter, settle in for the winter. So, late autumn offensive, but very good. Meanwhile, on the main front, we're going to have the reactionary force, or the reaction from the Etruscan League. But I guarantee you it's going to be less aggressive now, hopefully. They're going to be spying, but... And where the fuck did you come from? And what the fuck are you? It's down in Jella. Where the fuck is that? Are you serious? Where in God's name did you come from? That's in fucking Spain. What? Are you fucking for real? Who in fucking Christ is this? Okay, I'm exceptionally confused and somewhat pissed. Are you actually kidding me? What? That is actually bollocks. I'm sorry, but that is actually fucking bollocks.
Ready for orders.
I've got nothing. You know what? No. I'm sorry, but no.
I will listen carefully to your words and
No.
then give judgment.
No,
So,
I'm not having this.
greetings, and now business.
Peace treaty, 12,000. No.
I must serve my... I will listen.
None of my settlements are able to defend themselves. What in actual fuck is going on? That is utter dog shite. I'm sorry, but that is actually kind of stupid. Why do I have a random army appearing out of nowhere in fucking Sicily? That's not even funny fair. That is unfair. Unfair of the highest bloody accord. That's like a cheap... That's cheap. Like, the Eperni arriving as well does not help us out, but... Who the fuck are you? I just... don't get it.
At your command.
I honestly am not in the mood for this kind of crap.
Ready for all. Get the fortifications ready.
Right, they're making their way back to HQ.
Ready for battle. Faster, curse you all. Call this a garrison.
Okay, we got 14 on them. We got 19 over there.
At your command.
Corners is still needing to be converted, but fuck it, we'll have to destroy it and work our way back up. You,
That is
fuck them over.
Advance. Give them further orders. Ready
Right, move over towards... Actually, hold on position. You,
You can call me Fox. I will see.
hopefully she'll be able to sabotage them again. Good, good.
Was there ever any doubt?
Half its normal movement points. That's right. So hopefully, whatever happens, they can't do anything now for the small duration, which is useful.
We hunger.
I'll have them move. I'll have my guys move over to there. It looks like they've, ironically, algorithm now has been taken back by the new faction. And okay, Nagoro, we got to convert.
At your command. Ready for
Right.
orders. Ready for
You're
battle.
done over there, so Utica is garrisoned. We'll make you into a bigger settlement. You need to make your way towards Karakune. And now apparently I need to make an army to defend the settlements with the smaller units. So Liatini now has to have a new, well, potentially shitty general, but...
At your command.
Right, let's hire some mercenaries. They're not gonna be cheap. But these is what'll do.
We hunger for battle. Sign up, lads, for a good and glorious life.
Right. They could potentially move south towards Hitler Hereta, but that said, we've got Spartans in there and they can hold.
Call this a
Whereas over
garrison.
here, one turn, we can get an extra garrison.
We hunger for battle.
So,
Come, fight with us.
a couple of dudes over there. Build up some kind of reserve.
At your command.
Start making your way towards Kerune, and then I think we'll try and have you sail back over to Sicily to try and resolve the situation. Okay, so we can fix this. I call it a cheap
Ready for
fucking
orders.
move because that is absolute dog shit. Now we were at peace with the fucking Syracusians, who I've taken care of, took care of fucking ages ago. But apparently that's too much for the game to, you know, me doing well in this game is apparently too much for it, so now I've got to deal with this problem. But that's fine. I have armies.
For victory.
These armies are pissed. Yeah, you're not going to get away, arsehole. I'm not even going to give you the benefit of fucking it. No.
Destroy
Fuck you.
them.
94. I saw a 95. Never mind then. Dead. 319. Enslave.
Make haste, men.
Good.
Come on.
Right. Well, we've taken care of that lot. We now need more recon. Right. Reinforcements. Where are you going?
Your command.
You can go towards Castellum.
Call this a garrison.
This settlement now is actually adequately defended, which, you know, wasn't previously.
Ready for battle.
Anyway, You'll be able to take care of that. You're still waiting on that. Cornus needs to be turned into Zeus to try and convert the region. And Nuraxi needs to be, in about 3 turns, turned into that. That's all right. Cool. Okay, so let's make a save because I think we need to. It's been a very long time since I made a save. But yeah, so not entirely sure what the fuck's going on, but yeah. Right. Now we have to deal with the fucking Greek forces to the south and these children of, well, the lying children of Tiche. Oh yeah, these guys don't have access to any decent shit. Well, we've got the forces ready to defend Leotini and Arkagas. These wankers are probably going to be able to do something in the future, but the general is 71. Bloody hell. He needs to do some pretty awesome stuff. Wings of Pegasus also needs to do something epic, which is dope. He also probably needs to... Do you not have that? And he needs that.
We hunger for battle.
Right, so Nagora's going to upgrade.
Commander.
He's going to try and do what we can for replenishment, and then I think what we'll do is we'll make a push towards, well, depending on what's going on with these dudes, if we can try and get like that army to be destroyed or severely depleted of numbers, I can make a push towards the north and potentially not nab this final settlement. It's risky because obviously if there's enemy armies in the area, we could be in shit, but I think I want to end this war in the west as soon as possible. But unfortunately, it's still the issue of dealing with said armies. I had a feeling you'd go for Leotini. Lol.
Perhaps, in your wisdom, you might find time to attack these people, as long as your plans are not harmed.
No. Well, my plans would be harmed. Right, so they're double sabotage, which is good. Nuraxi is almost as strong. In 2 turns, I'd say we should be good.
What do you wish of me?
Oh wait, I've got 2 churches? Seriously? Turn that into that. Right. Kirakune needs to build its barracks up. You lads, make your way towards the eastern... Oh, to the Syracusian front, because apparently now that's a front. Yay! I wish. Still, reinforcements are on the way. Make your way towards Cassium to get out. They could push to the north towards the town of Teat, which is why we need to be doubly sure. I'd like to see your...
In Rome's name, be welcome and speak in friendship.
Lol.
I will give a receptive ear to your words.
No, I didn't think they'd want to, but they're getting to the point where we can fight, and the more important thing is I'm shitting on the Etruscan League now. Alright, Cassium, we need to increase its defenses.
Ready for battle. Advance. Ready for orders.
Right, brave companions, I will have you... Right, you lads.
We hunger for battle.
Slowly but surely move up towards Frigella and prepare to prepare to attack it. You boys,
We hunger for battle. Ready for orders.
move up with them.
Your next command.
Frigella has some garrison with their...
We hunger.
Right, you boys chill here for the time being.
At your command.
Make haste, men. Ready for
Right,
our path is
slowly but surely let's nudge our troops up. I want to get eyes on the fucking settlement.
ready for order. At once.
Right, there's their garrison. Anagini has that. Plus their remnants of armies who I murdered.
Commander.
We hunger for
We don't have any catapults, but this is the kind of settlement that doesn't need
At
them.
your command.
You should be the one who leads the attack.
Besieging the settlement. Laying siege to the settlement.
We hunger for back. On the move.
For death.
Again, they only seem to have any... The Romans are not that much involved in this.
Battle.
Right, so we're up against four... Wow, that's another army in the background. But they're all... Right, Keepers of the Sacred... Wait, what? Is there another army? Spearmen, Hillmen, Sardi... Okay, so there's a lot of troops, but not much actual gain. Hi guys, Mr. Jaeger here, and welcome back to our little old front. Apologies for the echo in the room. There's been a few things going on at the moment, which hopefully will have already explained. So we're nearly done with April. Bloody hell! I can't believe we're already in coming up for May. Anyhow, so in the last episode we did a few things. We re-established control over Cofordium and Cassinum. We were able to set up our front line and are now launching a counter-offensive against the Etruscan League. We also, unfortunately, have had a bullshit, and I will say 100% bullshit reoccurrence of the Syrian League. Now the Syracusans have... Well, we're at peace with them at the moment, but that's not going to be for long. I've got a fleet on the way from Carthage who's going to move into position, and encompassing with these guys is going to move over, recapture Gela, annihilate these wankers, and hopefully that will be the last we see of them for an extended duration, preferably the rest of the campaign. Over on our western front, we have done a pretty good thing. We've been able to secure Cornus and Nogoro, so now we're in the process of having our armies move from Cornus over to Tatahari. I might move them over now, truth be told, because he's pretty much ready to go.
On the move.
Just out of reach.
Advance.
What's your garrison like? Oh, complete
At your
pants.
command.
Good.
Besieging settlement.
Yeah.
Impossible.
It's fine. I don't care about you anyway. What's the garrison at Algorithm? Well, Algorithm is not going to last long. I'm laying a trap for the enemy forces here, because they're basically going to hopefully come down the road, and then I ambush them with this army that's now currently waiting for them. Don't know if that's even possible, but you know what, it's fine. Nogoro is sort of vulnerable as well, and the enemy could move both north and south. I have sabotaged them, so we can react if necessary, but yeah, so I'll move up my army towards Terranoia. And hopefully our,
Your next command.
well, reduced but blitzkrieging style war will hopefully be able to be over soon, and we'll be able to bring these guys back onto the main front line, which, I'm not going to lie, we need these armies back on the front lines, because otherwise, it's going to be a bit of a pain. Oh, shit. They've also taken the north. That's a bit of a shame. So this is your last, this is the last of the Corsi. Well, fair play. Right. Alright, here we go. Let's end the turn, and... Oh yes, to the north. I'm going to bail out on this attack. I do not believe we can win this battle.
We cannot follow this order.
Really?
Ready? We cannot do that.
Oh, is it because you're trapped in their fucking influence?
Ready for orders.
Ah, of course. I don't really want to sacrifice too much. So we'll go and attack them again. Counter. You, move as far away as possible. You, back off, run away. There you go, more realistic thought process. I'll put them about here-ish. So the 3 armies will hopefully dissuade them from attacking. So, the main reason for this is because there are 4 armies on this, the sector of Anagini. And despite my army being superior in terms of quality, it is not superior in terms of quantity. And having in the past been schooled in the fact of spam enough numbers and the enemy will win, I do not want to take that chance now that we're in a position, because if any major losses will cripple this war effort for quite some time. We are having reinforcements trained up. The army in the now new Virisagnum is being constructed at Neapolis, though it will take some time before it will be arriving. I imagine early next year. You lads are almost done, so this army will be out on the front lines beforehand. It doesn't have much range ability, but unfortunately, thanks to this stupid mod's limiting factor, we're going to have to work with what we've got, because apparently bows and javelins are in short supply. Anyway, so on the southern front, however, these 2 guys are mainly just out of movement points, but they hopefully should... Well, this guy can attack Frigeli, but the problem is he won't get any reinforcements, and I want reinforcements. This is a 2-pronged attack, so I want to try and get that at least. But yeah, once these 2 armies come into position and start pushing, we should be able to be in a lot stronger position than before. Anyway, so yeah, so let us end the turn and pray that they don't push the attack. I have a cappuccino with good fortune, so anything short of an attack. That said, is that Rome? That's Rome. Where the fuck did they come from? If I can get the Romans to join the war, that would be very useful. Mainly because then they could just be there. I mean, I was able to get the... What are you doing? Oh yes, and this army now that is coming along. But the good news is I've got the reinforcements and I've got a new army. So our opponents who have got a fuckload of Hoplite, fair amount of Hippeas as well, but it's their Hoplite that I'm most concerned over. I do, however, have a fair amount of Archer Corps as well. Let's see, we've got 2,000, so we kind of outnumber them, but in terms of... Well, I'd say this is roughly a fair fight. However, this is a battle that we must fight in order to win. They also got fucking Archer Cav. I still call this army utter bollocks. Like, my region was 100% safe. Like, there was no warnings about this particular region having any kind of problems with population or anything like that. This is quite simply a random army, or this is just a cheap move by the game or the mod. I'm thinking it's more the game though. Could be a mod. If it is the mod, it is a very cheap blow. But I'm just gonna put it to. I'm gonna put it to the game more than the mod. Regardless of however it is a cheap move. I do not think it is at all a decent gameplay method. Oh, ballsack. Actually, no. This is different, but potentially useful. Right. Okay, this is all we've got in terms of troops deployment. Okay. Okay, so spike traps. We can shower them across this point. And shower them across this point. So people will take damage as they come across. The cavalry, I want to maximize potential effectiveness. The cavalry will, actually, truth be told, in here is where they'll have it, most likely. I also want some cavalry. No, the spike strips will be what stops them here. Yeah, there you go, for that one. And then for the far right, I'll also put some... There you go. Right, so, how are we going to layer our defenses? Unfortunately, this isn't Shogun 2, so I can't just... It's just way too fucking open. There's multiple access points for the enemy to attack from. I mean, arguably, it does give us the freedom of movement, but I don't quite like it. Okay, so...
Hoplites ready!
I want the light hoplite
Hoplites ready!
to watch the rear. Yeah, one light hoplite to watch this rear,
By your command!
and the other two hoplite...
Hoplites! Spears ready!
The other two hoplite to watch this. Where's the remaining?
Hoplites ready!
I want the last hoplite to watch this rear line. So I want the
ready!
mercenary hoplite. Oh, that's way too many fucking flanks. They can just outflank. And I've also set up my defences in... right there and in there. So in theory, the best place to set up, really, is kind of... Oh, there is those buildings, but that's inside the fucking AoE. Isn't it? Yeah, it is. Unless I move one of the defences out a bit. So instead of it being there, it is instead here. I might just do that. Oh, I almost had it for a second. There you go. Right.
Hoplites!
So you lads basically will cover this approach.
Ready and waiting!
Sort of.
Spear infantry at your command!
Well,
Ready and
the
waiting.
two hoplite forces will then be set up here, leaving absolutely no one in reserve, which is
Missile infantry
fucking
at your
glorious. Okay, so
We await your command!
Toxotes will form here.
Archers!
You guys will form here.
Slingers!
Slingers will form here. And who's left?
At your orders! Missile infantry at your command!
We'll form up here. Oh no, there is a reserve. My general.
On me!
If we are victorious and live, I will sacrifice disease.
It's a big if. It's a very big if. I mean, if we can concentrate our forces and gather...
Hoplites ready!
If they come in only this way and this way, then I can effectively establish a solid line defense here. And then have the other units come around and flank, like we have done in the previous episodes, where we've come around, like in the glorious Last Stand, I will add, where we've done that
Spears
before.
ready!
Actually, I might try it like this.
Double time!
So, yeah, it's a little close. I mean, the only reason why I'm wanting this to be here is because this particular banner gives you the morale boosting effect,
Missiles ready
which
and
I
waiting!
think is quite essential.
Double time! Ready!
I'll probably about face you and have
Yes,
you boys focus
Commander.
that way. I mean, they've got the shitload of cavalry and their fucking cavalry archers inbound. But at least we've got spike strips, which will do some damage, as well as the ground thing, which is nice. So that's going to give me some free casualties. Oh, of course, they're going for the rear lines. Oh, that's a gem of them, though, going for my going through my traps. Ah, this is beautiful. Look at that. Oh, the damage. Straight into my lines.
Hoplites! General!
Oh, and they're going all the way around into the traps. It's just their cavalry at the moment. So far, I have no fears about my cavalry. I mean, they're good cavalry. The enemy... Oh, the enemy's general. That would be very good if we can kill him. Because that'll make my day a lot easier. Sure thing. You do the done. Come on, kill their general, kill their general, kill their general, kill their general, kill their general. Kill their general, kill their general, kill them really quickly. Okay, so their Hoplite are inbound as well as their Toxites. You see, this is the thing. They have a random army that just is fully fucking equipped. Yeah, I have all areas covered, asshole. Try it. Come on, kill their general. We need to kill their general. He needs to die. I'll move you guys. Move these guys out onto the flank. Nah, thought as much. Push to engage.
Spears ready.
The Hoplites are maneuvering around, which is a concerning thing.
Missile infantry.
I mostly want to go down that route. If we can perhaps attack and block them off here, that will make life a lot easier. But again, we're relying on this not falling. Right, charge into that line and knock out their general. Kill their general, that'll make life so much easier. Right, move over to here. Right, they're defending against that, that's good. Yes!
General is dead.
Blessed be the Emperor's name. Right, perfect. Good job, lads. You going down that line? You going down that line. Good. Go for it.
Move out!
Didn't think so. Right, oh, archers, stop shooting at them, start shooting at them. One unit it is then. Downside is you're fighting at the bottom of a hill. Upside, you're fighting...
Spartans! Yours to command. Our general is under attack.
Concentrate fire on those archers. Anything that has a potential to kill my dudes, you shoot to shit. You two, or you three. If we can defeat this counterattack here, and if there's no sign of any aggression from this avenue, I can then fully focus my attention on knocking them out.
Yours to command.
Right, slingers. Concentrate fire. You three. Knock that fucker out over there.
Sparta! Spartans!
At speed!
This may prove to be not helpful to me, but... Dick munchers. We have to neutralize. Neutralize their cav... Well, obviously neutralize their cavalry. Wait, what? What? Seriously? Oh, dicks.
Missile infantry.
Right, you two, concentrate fire on those hippotoxes. Okay, good news. Their first militia unit has shattered. So that the light hoplite has also been fucked in the process. Right, you lads have taken care of them. No, fuck off. They are taking their time and they are running all the way round. I am most perplexed. Okay, so the important thing is that those guys are gone. And these hoplite are shaken, which is good. Good for me. Archers! Ceasefire. Right, you lads. Aim at those hoplite over there.
Hoplites ready!
Right.
Quick march!
These hoplite are actually doing better than the other dudes, which is good news for me.
At the double!
Yep, you're seeing your doom approaching, isn't it?
Slingers!
It's terrifying feeling, ain't it?
Halt men!
Right,
Archers!
Form
Orders
up.
understood. Yours to command.
come jump into the battlefield. They're gone, beautiful. They are approaching, which is fine. It's not the end of the world. You boys, I want you turning about and
At the double!
change of plan. You're going that way. You boys, relocate to the left and prepare to engage those dudes.
Yours to command.
Engage.
Archers!
They're not really doing anything intelligent with this, are they?
Advance at speed!
Right, well, I'll put you guys here on standby, just in case something happens.
Hoplites ready!
Right,
By your
you,
command.
I want you moving close to the front
At
lines.
the double!
Inspire that unit
As you command.
of hoplite. I love the way I love the old pronunciation for that word. It's not just hoplites. I mean, you know, the when you see it, like the way that you best way to say it, the way that you see the word. Normally you'd say, "Oh look, that's hoplites," because the way it's spelt and everything. But ever since I've been hearing the term
Hoplites ready!
hoplite, exactly, it sounds so much better.
Ready!
Right. Oh shit. No, never mind. You know what? Roll out. Roll out.
We await your command.
You two, concentrate fire on that. You move to provide support.
And your
Spartans
service,
charge.
Archers!
You guys,
Orders!
all of you form up and make ready to provide aerial support.
Hoplites!
You slowly nudge up. I can't.
Ah,
Just one fucking guy. I'll have your guts. Anyway,
At your service!
roll around, roll around.
Slingers!
Spartan!
Yeah, Spartans are gonna handle that. No problem.
General! Yes, Commander!
Ready and waiting!
Right, that war's going on.
Missiles awaiting targets! Quick march!
Yeah, far target, far target. You boys, form up behind and prepare for a massive middle finger attack.
Orders ready! As you command! Advance at speed!
Right. Hold
By
on.
your command!
Hold on.
Understood!
Hold on. Oh boy, the pressure is going to be really fucking hard, but don't worry. You're going to get back up in like a few seconds.
Slingers!
You boys, make your way around.
Spartans!
Right, you guys double up on that.
Archers!
Hoplites ready!
Charge! Well fucking done, lads.
Spearmen at the ready!
These guys, the fucking light hoplite, are doing an absolute stellar job.
By your command!
Start pincering.
Spearmen, ready for
Orders!
Advance
How you doing?
at speed! At the double! Slingers! Advance at speed! Hoplites! Your orders! As you command!
Won't be long now before those fuckers give up. Any second now. And poink! Oh, would you look at fucking that?
Archers!
Look at fucking that.
Your orders!
You say poink and the enemy army gives up, honestly. What are you like? Fucking cowards.
Hoplites
Good
ready!
shit, good shit. Now move in to annihilate them. I don't want a single fucking survivor.
Hoplites!
We have to annihilate them. Find as many as you can. Destroy them. I don't want them having the same level of power. And then what we'll do with the rest of the time. Well, that's actually pretty well handled. I mean, I'm not gonna lie. That battle was, like, from the initial, it looked like a fairly dangerous affair because obviously we've got all of the risks of the. Oh, Jesus Christ. Yeah. No, these guys actually. We held out. This was probably one of my better town defenses. The narrow streets, like, if we'll take a moment whilst we have those dudes do their thing, Like, the way this particular town is structured, I initially thought would be really difficult, because this area is quite open. You've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 areas to attack from. And they could have easily destroyed us. I mean, the issue was they decided to, instead of... I mean, I know we've watched it, but the fact that they decided to dilly-dally around here and not send most of their troops into this relatively open area and, you know, do the same with their cavalry, it's puzzling. Is the only way I can describe it. Right, well that's our battle done. And we only suffered minimal casualties. Like, the mercenaries did their job, and the light fucking hoplite. You stand head and shoulders above the Perioikoi hoplite. I mean, the army composition they had was pretty good. I mean, maybe not so much cavalry, but yeah. Double win, yeah! So only one unit of hoplite was destroyed. I'm having slaves, because fuck you. Oh dear, that's the Smoky Mountain. Right, so the Neurogaric Confederation has decided to attack over a river. They do outnumber us, but they've only got their Sardi Hillmen about. Ooh, this is going to be interesting. I'm not going to lie. I'm liking this. This has been... Oh, this battle. This game. This campaign, you know, despite its frustrations, has actually turned into quite an entertaining one. Like, legit has turned into quite an entertaining one. And I love it for it, you know? Like, with all the shit that's been going on with Shogun 2, and with all the shit that's been going on in the Warhammer series, I mean, all of the campaigns, touch wood, are all at a pretty decent point. But again, this campaign is quickly becoming one of my favourites in the series. Oh my god, there's the bridge. Oh. Right, okay, so I'm going to put the two onagers over here. Ooh, it's a foggy day. Looks like they tried to cross proper. Tried to cross on a foggy day. Not a good idea. Okay, so there's two forward crossings, and they're relatively thin. So I'm going to post the catapults here, so that they have a decent-ish spread across the line, roughly. Okay, so one sector is going to have Perioikoi hoplite and a shitload of Spartan soldiers. So, like, the soldier side of things is going to be here, whereas it's going to be my Perioikoi hoplite who is going to try and hold the center line. Again, they're going to get support from cavalry, because I do not trust the fucking Perioikoi hoplite. Who's left? Oh, we have a hoplite as well. Good, because that is the only decent quality unit I can trust. Yeah. I mean, again, I don't hate the Perioikoi hoplite, I just don't find them useful. To be honest with you, I might not require the swords. Again, reserve. You three should be able to hold on your own for a small time. And again, the main aim is to try and see what's going on. Slow down time. I'm under attack, so I have to rush to defend the entrances to the whatever. They must have deployed them on the far side. Right, you lads. Move the onagers up to roughly about here-ish. Move over to there. You boys, chill. We've got all access to the points in the river covered, right? Get my general into place. I think this is the only general who has cavalry. Like, normally cavalry is the thing to go, but for this entire campaign I've just been focusing solely on,
Ballista! As you command! Archers!
Are they all focusing down south?
At your service! Ballista!
Engage.
Melee troops!
Oh, it's slingers. Yeah, you didn't see the ginormous...
Ballista! Advance and speed!
Oh, they're going both ways. Okay.
Infantry ready!
And they're sending their cavalry across the open area. Right, cavalry, which if you'd like to make a move left side, just in case they try something stupid like flanking. I will say river battles are fairly, I don't know how best to describe them. Either really fucking awkward or really, like, either awesome or awkward. Awesomely awkward? Is that a word I can use? Okay, so they're getting a rough-ish spread of the... Like, in Rome 1, I would say they're my favourite in that game. Because Rome 1, holy shit, nailed it. Like, they, on the top of the head, they nailed it.
At the double!
Right, if you'd like to nudge up. Are you just hillsmen? No, these are the runners. So the left is all the tribesmen. Right, archers, make your way across midst. Concentrate fire on those dudes. They're taking hits. Right. Send reinforcements to the left. Help them hold the line.
Spear infantry at your command. Ready. Archers. Hoplites, ready.
Of course, the normal hoplite unit.
Double time! At the double!
Ready and waiting. Yours to command. Swords!
Right, you boys basically react to whatever they do. You guys have got like the perfect fucking job. Legit best view of the entire battlefield right now. And your job, I want you like...
Advance at speed!
For some reason, you can't do this.
Quick march! At the double!
So you can't go through this at all? I remember you could. Okay, apparently that's too deep for them. That's fine for me. I have no problems with that. Makes my job a lot easier. Those guys are going to get fucking destroyed. But I don't care, because you're Perioikoi Hoplite. Right, okay, slightly dangerous maneuver, I realise, but target those Sardi spearmen in the centre. Shit, this is why I'm sending you guys to the left.
Quick march! Commander! Understood.
You're going to destroy them, but yeah. Target them Sardi spearmen in the distance. Oh, it doesn't count. Never mind, engage.
Melee cavalry!
Perioikoi Hoplites!
We await your command!
You do your thing and invest in invigoration. Yes, the word invigoration.
Engage!
Your orders!
There you go. Yeah. Apparently explosive rounds do not work in water, which is accurate, to say the least. I mean, yeah, no, accurate. It's the right word. They're staying alive. However long for, we don't know, but it's certainly working. I mean, it's probably more the fact that they're just acting as holding infantry than anything. Right. Left flank is holding out pretty well. I mean, these guys are Spartan. These guys are Spartans here, so you know it's not. You're not gonna get shit quality troops. Right. I'll send cavalry over to attack to support because I don't think we're gonna make any gains here. Right, cavalry support is gonna be away for the time. Right, ballista will move away from the front lines.
Sword ready and waiting. Engage! Your orders. We await your command.
Spartans have taken a fucking hit. Right, you guys pull back. You guys pull back. You boys keep fighting. You boys, you're out of it. You're done. You're finished today. Main push is about to fail, which is great. going pretty good so far. I am super haps.
Swords! By your command.
Right, you're done today.
Swift riders at your command. Ready
You
for
guys,
orders.
try and break those Sardi spearmen to the right. If you can, that'll be brilliant.
Ready for orders.
Charge! The Hephaeus are going to do us a good favour or two. Smash. That's it. Waver, you motherfuckers. Oh, nice little break of the line.
Forward! Swords! At your service.
We need to break through one of the lines. Once we've done that, we can outflank them and completely fuck them.
Yes, Commander.
Right, done it. Break through. We're not going to push onto the rears of these guys, but instead just flow through. Because we'll basically be getting the rears of these guys in a second. And the main aim is to try and get their fucking their general. Because every general that dies is one less general for them to call upon. And the more important ones is when you have the generals who...
Hoplites, ready! General! By your command. Advance!
Some guys have just taken a shit kicking.
Charge! Melee infantry, advance! Melee horsemen, engage!
Right, get
By
going.
your command.
Cavalry. Oh, that's why fucking spearman units have been capturing the rear of them.
Advance!
Oh, look, there's their general. Go.
Engage! Swift melee cavalry! Forward! At your service!
Right, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on.
Quickly now!
Start annihilating them.
Swords!
Round of infantry. Push, push, push.
Hold back! Melee horsemen!
Do not allow them to break through.
Orders! Orders! We would forward! Orders! Yours to command! By your command! Melee Commander!
Right, their general's broken. I don't think I'm going to catch him in time. Oh, he's come back. Nah, he's gone. Nah, he's going to have a head start. Yeah, no. Oh, no, wait, hang on. I almost gave up the battle because of that.
Melee troops!
Frick.
Ready for orders!
Right.
On me!
There's still some units who want to fight.
General!
Despite the immense stupidity of it, they want to fight.
Cavalry!
Right. Right. Well, at least the battle's won, which is fine. Nice layer of death. Don't get many river battles today in our campaigns. For some reason, out of all the battle types we've had, river battles are considerably. I say considerably. They are quite a bit of a. Right, you guys are taking some hits. Oh come on, waver already, and rout already. Spread out as much as you can. Just spread out as best as you can so that when they do shoot... They haven't shot. Oh, because they faced the wrong way. Oh, I was fucking panicking over nothing. Jesus Christ. Might as well surrender, lads. You know, for the sake of pleasantries, I'll just say they decided to surrender. Anyway, we won. Good victory. Moderately heavy casualties. Not exactly feeling the love for that. We did suffer some atrocious levels of casualties on our Spartan soldiers, but we've done pretty well. Are you joking? No, that is actually stupid. Come on. He was not damaged. Oh, fuck you. No, that is actually stupid. There is 38 dudes left. That is still capable. If you were like 12 dudes left. Dick nuggets. Great, so now we're down a Spartan unit. Fuckers. What next? Ah, that's next. Okay, so they're going... Oh, fuck. And they're going north. Not good. What? Wings of Pegasus. Who was killed? Royal Spartans. No. Fuck you. You're not allowed on the front line. Militades. Militades. Right, okay. Who? Who just got sabotaged? Right. What? So, am I to understand that the,
Ready for battle.
Right. That's over there. Alright, cool. So you're making your way to the north.
Commander.
That's fine. We can start making our way towards your rear. You...
Ready for orders.
Oh, you dick nugget. You sabotaged it, which means you're going to be out of time.
We hunger. Make haste, men.
Wait, hang on.
You can call me.
You're on out that. Please sabotage them.
I do enjoy a little
Just-
sabotage. It could have been worse.
Fuck's sake.
How can I be?
Did
of
not need you to
assistance?
do that, because he's going to be in range of fucking attacking. Yeah, he's going to be in range next turn. Which means we're going to lose that settlement. And we would have had... Fuck it. Cancel. Cancel. I'd rather risk those turning to slums than that. 6 units is not going to last long. Right, so the good news is the enemy did not attack in our northern areas. Also, what? Oh, okay. Also, Rome. Seriously. Please tell me... Ah, shit. No. I can't get them to...
Welcome, my friend. I will give ear to you and give tongue to the Senate's words.
Right, question. If I offered you 17,000, in fact, all of my money for this turn... No, because you probably would get your asses handed to. Oh, boy. Okay, well, we're on our own for this one. Cassium, how you doing? 6 turns. You're okay for the moment.
Ready for battle.
Ready
Right,
for
you are to
orders.
attack
Besieging
Frigate.
settlement.
There doesn't
We
seem to
take
be
this
any
settlement.
sign of a garrison force, which is
Commander.
good. Okay, so you are just about done with that, which is great. What is in your army, anyway? Oh, they've got Hastati. Wait, really? Rorari... This is a bit of an irony, because Rorari in my original Rome 2 campaign had the spears, and they were pretty shit. And now these guys actually have the swords, and they look pretty good. And these guys have got fucking tons of legions. Holy crap. Right, well, they're doing that, which is good. And truth be told,
For the gods.
this one's such a no-brainer. We might as well just go with balanced. Gone. 240 lost. Yeah, that's fine. We'll occupy the settlement back again. So now we are successful in our endeavors. Right, so we've got 3 light hoplite, which will turn into Spartan hoplite, turn into 2, dismantle that. Right, okay. So, Frigele is okay for the moment, which is fine.
Commander.
I'm curious, are we... Can we get away with attacking this again? No, they still have the 4 armies.
Retreat!
I have no fucking intel at all.
On the move.
Right,
Is that all?
you lads
Ready for
make your way towards Cassianum.
At your command.
You boys just chill over here.
At once.
You
Ready for
boys
battle.
just chill over here.
Ready for further orders.
Ready for orders.
Need you to move to the front.
Ready for further
We need
orders.
recon. We actually do need recon pretty badly as well. What do I need out of you?
Commander.
Lucanian ambushes. You know what? I'm going to be a bit of a dumbass. I say dumbass. We are going to push up through...
March until your feet bleed. Then march some more.
Composer is in the settlement region of that, but that's to the north, which will... Make your way towards that anyway. Right, at least they've got better quality shoes now. Okay, so... Okay, you're building up your forces, but you're going to be... how many more turns? Oh boy. You've got your armies at least. Hey, you've got 2 fucking Spartan swordsmen now to return. And you also have some... Well, you've got some Toxotes, which I'm going to keep you having. You are primarily going to be a mercenary army. I'm not going to lie. It's expensive as fuck, which is why I think the next few military technologies we research, once we do that, is the cheaper upkeep, which I think will make life a lot easier. But we'll be getting that for the first one because I think that'll be very important. And then we'll probably get this one next because reasons. Okay, so to the north we could expect to see a defeat, which is not good.
Commander.
You are over there. You need to turn to that. Nagoro is... I wouldn't exactly call adequately defended. Algorithm has only got 1 unit of our Sardi troops alongside a 10 stack, so I think I'll go for that next. Cornus is defended. I wouldn't say adequately defended, but defended. Solsi is okay, and Nuraxi is alright. I'll leave the Tatarari groups away because we don't need that, but what we do need is to be able to... Right, what's you got over here? You've already got yourselves a couple of native Italian skirmishers, so I will have some Libyan hoplite join our army, because fuck having barbarians. Let's move over towards Algorithm and grab that one, because I always intended on grabbing Algorithm. Right, let's quickly win this battle at Algorithm. Secure that. Now we're on defensive. You don't do a thing. It's a gold mine. Motherfucker, we got it. There we go. It's consolidation of power, which is that one. Shucks. Right, okay, well... no, you... Turn you into that. You... Is it cheaper that way? Well, we need you there for that. Takes up a lot of food, but I think it's worth it. Agoro, we're going to lose in a second, aren't we? Yes, we are. Turn you into a farmer thing, just in case. I don't think we're going to be able to do anything, but you know what? I mean, when we get back, we'll get the win. But yeah, so Algorithm is secure. We'll set up a defensive position and have him hold whilst these guys are attacking. Once this sector is secure, I'll have these 2 guys move along. So why is it my general suddenly decided to... Wait, no. Children of Taiche. Love that ability. So who was the guy who I had just had a new general? I honestly can't remember. Yes. Oh, so the motherfucker decided to get rid of one of my yeah, one of my fucking cavalry units decided to. Oh, that's broken. That's fucking broken. Anyway, it doesn't matter. You are almost constructed, which is great. You are almost thingy. Oh no, you are thingy. You are constructed. And you in the south, we're gonna have to deal with you at some point, but I don't know how. But we'll figure it out. We'll figure it out. I'll do something. Right now, though, the main question is to handle this. I think I'm gonna have to stay on the defensive here, and then remain on the defensive here until these two armies are built and ready to go. Because at the moment we can't really attack. I mean, we could push south towards Antium, but then that leaves this underbelly exposed, which then they can take that and surround this city, which being surrounded in this game isn't as much of a problem, but it can be. And I'd rather have a stable front line, like so, than a jangled front line. We just need to find a way of getting we need to find a way of breaking out. And again, I would love it if the Romans would give me an opportunity, but it doesn't look like they have. Battle support. Ironically, the Etruscan League still likes them. You are defensively allied to quite a lot of people. Right. I say we have enough time for one more turn. So... there we go. So... I would say... Yeah. I would say... End the turn. Take whatever kind of hits they're going to throw at us, which is coming. Oh, good. I'm looking forward to killing these guys. They're all assholes. Yep. There goes our settlement, unfortunately. Yeah. Kill as many as you can. We are going to lose Nagoro because of the bastards not being able to move their stuff, which I think is bullshit. You could move up to the sodding front line, right? Normal move points, whatever, no problem. But apparently you can't do that going back unless they did a stupid fucking military sabotage, which I call actual bullshit. Ready to command. Oh, he's no longer wounded. Okay. Oh, lovely. Oh, fuck off. Can you not? I wish that wasn't a thing. Yes, I'm well aware. It's called a garrison.
None will escape. Besieging settlement.
At your service.
At your command.
Oh, suddenly you decide to have legs.
Make haste, men.
Idiots.
My skills are yours. You can call me.
I can't wait till
As
you
you command.
no longer need to be here. Right, you. Take my settlement back. Balanced, I would say, is the optimal. That's only Periarch I help Bate, and you don't lose anything major, so it is alright.
You have further orders?
Right, generals have ranked up, which is good. Turn you into that, turn you into that, turn you into that, turn you into that. So we've lost a settlement, but we've gained
Ready
a
for
settlement.
battle.
You have ranked up, and you are now capable of command, which is good. I'll have you converting cultures, melee attack. There you go. You,
Ready for
same
orders.
deal. You've already leveled up some of your dudes, actually, which is pretty darn good. And you've now got that. So, you're not doing too
Commander.
bad. As a commander, you're not doing too bad. I mean, there could be improvements made, but you know what? It's fine.
At your command.
You're out of action for a time, unfortunately. Cornus is over there. You are forted up.
Commander.
You are Gigates, and that's fine. We'll have to deal with you in a moment. You need to hold the line for a little
Ready
bit.
for battle.
Just a little bit, I'm not saying much. Unfortunately, this sector really doesn't like you.
Commander.
Then... Runners or warriors? Well, it doesn't matter, they have to deal with that. Right, you... save... Actually, no, yeah, save your money. Let's go, just find
The
out.
gods would not allow it.
Well, the gods tell you to cross that bridge.
Is there nothing
Yay.
else?
Right, so we're in the spring of 383 BC. The year has been... Well, the year introduces itself to be a fairly interesting one.
Ready for battle.
I really wish we could fucking see what the bad guys are doing. We need my spy on the front. He's been there the entire campaign, by the way. He's just been chilling. Just been completely chilling. No problems in the world. Well, the good news, though, is that we do now finally
Make haste, men.
have the ability to do this, which makes my life so much fucking easier. 17 cultists. Also, we do get some English language. We do get some Skidate swordsmen, so I'm not hyped today.
At once.
And then we get some of these. Look at the change in quality. I'd say 2 more Skidate swordsmen are probably going to be fine. You have recruited as well, which is great. So now I need
Make
you
haste,
to...
men. You have further orders?
What mercenaries can I recruit from you? Veterans, mercenary Samnite warriors, Italian hillmen,
At
or,
once.
for the sake of time, I will recruit these mercenary skirmishers, which I can't improve in equipment because they're not on the other side of the line.
Make haste,
Now
men.
I can. There we go. Right, cool.
We hunger for battle. I don't care how tired you are.
Right, so now you're complete. You're on your way to the front line. So you will go on the south front and help basically hold there. You, once you've recruited your units, are going on the northern front. Or I might do vice versa, actually. I might send Vagnite to move south, and then the first army to move north, because I really want to make some progression on the northern front. Also, we're now at war with the Venetians, apparently. Looks like they own quite a fair part of the north as well. In fact, they own all of the north. Yeah. So, there are only 2 factions, really. And wow, look at that. You are friends with us and having... Are we trading?
Be most welcome.
Yes.
Your words will find an...
We are. So, the only factions that are remaining is one that we've got that is...
Be welcome, and may Hermes bless your words with...
Yeah, well, Hermes will bless my words with a sword to your gullet, but, you know, it's fine. Okay. Right, I need you on land. Shigga shigga shut.
Gathering supplies.
Hey, at least I can upgrade you all. There we go. So extra damage goes to you. Right, you're recruiting that with... can't really recruit with anything decent. We do get the option of recruiting another Periokai Hopate, because it's literally some of the most cobbled together, mashed up armies I've ever had the misfortune to command. But these are the guys who I'm sending to defend my lands in the rear. Oh my goodness. Well, there you go, guys. I will have to wrap things up at this junction. So, we have approached a pretty decent point. So, in the next few episodes, or next couple of episodes, I aim to secure this problem. In fact, let's get the blue one, because the blue one's more noticeable. Now you can see more of my territory. So we are actually doing pretty good so far. In the south, we will have these 2 armies, what I will call the mishmashers, to move into the Syracusan area and take them out, securing me that position. To the western front, I will have these 2 guys take a bit of a time to recover. We're going to mainly be on the defensive for a little bit. These guys around here of really badly needing some replenishment. You are currently surrounded by a load of bad guys. I may take the fight to them, but I want more information. Once I'll get this spy to move along the rear lines to see if there's any dudes still up in there. Once that's been taken care of, I will be moving some of these troops to the northern Corsica plain, whereupon then we can launch our invasion, secure the Corsican islands, and basically convert this region over to become more Spartan. GG, unknown regions. So, the next main focus of this campaign is going to be pushing up the southern half of Italy, through Rome, past Latium, into Tuchunca. Rome itself is proving to be quite useful, even if it's not doing anything, because obviously natural buffer. And also we have our allies as well, but I'm not going to bring them into the war. We could be in for some dangerous times if the Romans do decide to become less friendly. That said, though, they have to break their alliance with me, so which is an early warning system at least. And as long as we can keep the defensive alliance going, I can basically move over to here and set up a buffer zone between myself and the things, and then I can quickly turn around and backstab Rome and knock them to shit. Before I do my final sort of charge up north. I may make peace with the Venetians to try and placate them or whatever, like beat them a few times and to sort of destroy their allies. And then my presence will hopefully terrify them enough to decide not to go to war for a while. Then I can turn my attention on destroying Rome, and then we can move to the north once I've taken care of my friends to wrap up this campaign. So we're on... I'd say we're in the third... Like, if we're looking at this as a sort of 3/4, we've hit the first waypoint, you know, fighting and securing ourselves. Then we had the sort of a halfway, which is pushing down towards there and into Carthago. Now we've entered the third one, and I think we're coming up towards the last quarter because, you know, the last big hurdle is coming up now, where we're going to be taking on the big factions, those who are still around, still pushing up to the north and securing this thing. We still need to fight in the northern territories, though, bearing in mind. But regardless, that is indeed another thing. But yes, primarily what I want to focus on with the midsection fronts is just slowly but surely nudging up some of these points. Mainly, as I said, focusing on a southern expansion, surrounding Rome, and then going for the kill for that one. That will hopefully be a good morale boost for us, my lads. But regardless, I hope you have enjoyed, because that will be for another time. So I will see you guys in the next one. If you like this kind of content, let me know in the comment section down below, clicking on the like button, and of course hitting that notification bell so that you're informed of my latest decisions. And I will see you guys in the next one. This is Mr. Jaeger, signing out.